So I want to do a video on this topic that I've been meaning to make a video on for a while. Plenty of people have been talking about who can or can't use the N word on other YouTube videos I saw earlier this month, well, last month. And I even commented on one. People were trying to act like, can Hispanics use the N word? Can they not? And I was like, honestly, if we're gonna be really, really honest, there's so many levels to this that people really don't really think about, in my opinion. And secondarily, it's a very easy, straightforward answer that people don't really want to face. I'm gonna deal with that one first. So, the N word, it's like any other word. In America, we have the right to express ourselves, and we have our First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, things of that nature. That applies to people who are racist too, in any respect. And I know people always think of racism and they always think it's against black people, but racism is for anyone. The only reason black people say that there's no racism or black people can't be racist is because they came from one of those colorist families or those families who value whiteness. If you come from a family that's a black family that isn't praising white people, you kind of experience it the other way. Many of the time, people talk badly about white people, they're very racist against white people. You have other people who are racist against Mexican people, etc. Either way, if you are black and racist, if you are white and racist, if you're Hispanic and racist, if you are Asian and racist, you have every right to be racist. And I think a lot of people don't really pay attention to that. I don't think anyone should be either. Nobody should have to, have their rights taken away from them just because they have different views than another person. That's all racism really is anyway. And I don't know, because I guess someone doesn't like that opinion so much. That's like me saying that, someone who is pro-abortion shouldn't have views they have because it hurts someone else. It's the same thing. Your views hurt someone else, and you don't like that their views hurt you. Your views hurt someone else. And I guess you're expecting others to just take it? You get what I'm saying? It's just kind of odd. So that part is kind of how I feel with the N word. It's plenty of people act like, who's allowed to say the N word? Everybody is allowed to say the N word. If it's an okay word, then everyone is allowed to say it, in my opinion, especially if black people are using it. To me, if black people are using it, then I think everybody should be allowed to use it. You think that black people get a right extra over other people? If you don't find that offensive of a word to use, then you just allow everybody to use it. If you find it offensive, then why are you calling yourself that name? And the reason people do use that name is because of the degradation of their own opinions of themselves. They seem like they basically think, as I said before, that white people are better. They see themselves as lesser. And because of that, they kind of see themselves in a negative light. Therefore, that's why they see themselves as the N-word. So that's kind of how my opinion is on the N-word. I personally do not use it. I don't use the N-word. And I don't think anyone should use it. But if black people are going to use the N-word, then quite clearly everyone should be able to. And legally, technically, everyone can. Either way. Anyone can and anyone can't. It's all our decisions because we were given the right to use racial slurs if we want to. Oh, that's basically my opinion on that. I have one other thing I wanted to say, and I know this is a quick video. I knew it was going to be quick. I just didn't want to say right away. There's another thing. People will try and act like, and this was not by a black person that I saw this on. Someone was trying to say that the N word or curse word or a derogatory word was, what did he say? Yeah, he said Negro. Negro was supposed to be a bad word. It's like, if Negro is a bad word, then I guess Negro is a bad word. I mean, like, too many people don't speak Spanish around here. I mean, I don't speak that much Spanish. I speak a little, but not that much. And I know Negro doesn't mean anything bad. It just means black in Spanish. If we can't use black in Spanish, then we can't use black in this language. Then we have to just get rid of a whole word that we normally use. So quite clearly, I mean, like, people saying that Negro is offensive, it is not an offensive term. And I find it so backwards, people acting like that word is offensive. And I've heard some black people even act like that's an offensive word, Negro. But then acting like the N-word is not. Like, this is so backwards. The N-word was an offensive word that you're now using, so I don't even know. Like, is it an offensive word? You keep using it and then saying it's offensive, talking out of two sides of your mouth. So then, at that point, I think everybody can just use whatever they want at that point. But, I mean, you're trying to act like a regular, normal word is a bad word, and you're using the bad word. So, get it together, because things aren't going right there. So that's all I have to say on that. I'm gonna be done. I was hoping I could make this video 7 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. But yeah, that's all I have to say on that. I'm gonna make another video soon. Alright, thanks, bye.